नमस्कार, warm greetings to all. प्रोफेसर वी के विजय जी जो हमारे नेशनल कोऑर्डिनेटर उन्नत भारत अभियान का, प्रोफेसर वी राम गोपाल जी डायरेक्टर आईआईटी दिल्ली, श्री राकेश रंजन जी हमारे एडिशनल सेक्रेटरी हायर एजुकेशन फ्रॉम मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन, श्री जयंत शास्त्री बुद्धे जी ऑर्गेनाइजिंग सेक्रेटरी विज्ञान भारती, डॉक्टर एस चंद्रशेखर जी फ्रॉम डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, प्रोफेसर बी माधवेना जी प्रोफेसर ऑफ ऑपरेशंस मैनेजमेंट आईआईएम बेंगलोर, प्रोफेसर डीपी सिंह जी फ्रॉम यूजीसी चेयरमैन, ही इज द यूजीसी चेयरमैन, प्रोफेसर अनिल सहस्त्रबुद्धे जी एआईसीटी चेयरमैन, and all other distinguished guests, friends from the media, faculty members, staff and students present today in large numbers to grace the occasion. I am happy to be present here today with all of you on the auspicious occasion of Gita Jayanti or Bhagavad Gita Jayanti. It was on the day of Margashirsha Shukla Ekadashi that Lord Krishna preached the Srimad Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna in Kurukshetra. This day is also known as Mokshada Ekadashi. Today is marked as the 5158th anniversary of the Gita. The Bhagavad Gita speaks about the nature of things. It speaks about humanity, reality, and our place in that reality, as well as the actions we are to take to find wisdom and happiness. It emphasizes the various yogas, ways in which humanity can deal with the ever-changing world and the emotions of the mind. It deals with the pathways to wisdom and with humanity's relationship to the ultimate reality. Ananya cheta shatatam yoma swarati nittasha tashvaham shulabha partha nityayukto sha yogina. That means, हे पृथानंदन, अनन्य चित्त बाला जो मनुष्य मेरा नित्य निरंतर शरण करता है, उस नित्य युक्त योगी के लिए मैं सुलभ हूँ, अर्थात उसको सुलभता से प्राप्त हो जाता हूँ. It means that, O Partha, I am easily attainable by that ever steadfast yogi who constantly and daily remembers me for a long time, not thinking of anything else, with a single mind or one-minded mind. Moksha means liberation, that is freedom from all bondage. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is not a simple book, it is a key. The key is to come out of every difficult situation of life. Bhagavad Gita has also influenced our freedom movement to a large extent. In the freedom movement too, Gita influenced and showed the way to freedom from the British Raj. Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak told, the real message behind the Bhagavad Gita is Niskam Karma Yoga, that is the selfless action rather than Karma Sannasa. He outlined similarities between the war of the Pandavas and the Kauravas and the Indian struggle for freedom against the British. He also found justification for the use of violence against the British in Lord Krishna's advice to Arjuna. In a speech on his Gita Rahasya, Tilak said, various commentators have put as many interpretations on the book, and surely the writer or composer could not have written or composed the book for so many interpretations being put on it. he finds the message of the subservience of all yogas to karma yoga, or the yoga of action rather than the yoga of soul knowledge or the devotion. Mahatma Gandhi also went even further to claim that Gita is his eternal mother. He said that out of all the books he had read, he found the greatest consolation from two books, the Gita and the Tulsi Ramayana. Understanding the importance of action, the inspirations to fight against the British Raj came from the Bhagavad Gita, and India fought for freedom. The policy of Gita is Karma Yoga. Considering this policy as the basis, the freedom fighters did their work. That is, they owned the freedom struggle while fighting for the country. Dharma is a prominent paradigm of the Mahabharata. Dharma means the primacy of karma. Gita teaches us what is right and to walk on the right path. It is necessary to make sacrifices. Inculcating Gita in our life makes our decisions unrestricted. Gita means the song of God. Bankim Chandra saw the Gita as the ideal of all humanity to live up to. He wrote a commentary on the Gita which was only 3/4 complete when he died, and an inspiring life sketch of Krishna based on historical and literacy research titled Sri Krishna Charita. R. Raghava Iyengar translated the Gita into Tamil. The Bhaktivedanta Book Trust associated with ISKCON has translated and published A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada's 1972 English translation of the Gita in 56 non-Indian languages. This is very important. Vinoba Bhave has written the Gita in the Marathi language as Gita, Mother Gita, in the similar sloka form. Today, as 75 students from Unnat Bharat Abhiyan coordinating institutions in Delhi have gathered here and have the copies of Bhagavad Gita in their hands. I want to tell all of you that you all hold the most powerful teaching in the world. You can find all the answers of life in this holy book. It can guide you towards liberation and bring the best within you. You can learn so much from Gita and use it to better your lives and lives of others. You can find the ultimate goal of your life and work in that direction with complete motivation and dedication. The verse is Karmanne badhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala hetur bhurma te sangasto karmani. The meaning of the verse is, you have the right to work only but never to its fruits. Let not the fruits of action be your motive, nor let your attachment be to inaction. Never, never. Yes, Sri Aurobindo ji, Sri Aurobindo Ghosh, the essential message of Bhagavad Gita, according to Sri Aurobindo, is the evolutionary philosophy. His message was that liberation from the cycle of life and death is not the essence of creative power, but it is through the operation of physical laws that govern matter and energy in space-time. He asserts that the creation of advanced living beings is the work of supermind that would create values such as love, harmony, unity and knowledge to find the divine truth. My dear friends, take the learning from the Bhagavad Gita as much as you can try to implement these in your daily lives. You can deal with all anxieties, fear and pressure of daily life and keep yourself calm. My dear friends, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is an initiative of the Government of India to celebrate the commemorate 75 years of progressive India and the glorious history of its people, culture and achievements. The Mahotsav is dedicated to the people of India who have not only been instrumental in bringing India thus far in its evolutionary journey, but also hold within them the power and potential to enable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji's vision of activating India too, fueled by the spirit of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is an embodiment of all that is progressive about India's socio-cultural, political and economic identity. And as all of you have gathered here today to resemble the ethos of freedom fighters on the streets of Kolkata, keeping Gita in hands, in protest against Banga Bhanga by British Viceroy Curzon in 1905. The importance of the Gita has always been and will be not only in India but in the world. I sincerely request all of you to learn from Gita and spread the teachings in the world for a better, positive and peaceful world. Uddharedatma natmanam natmanam voshadayana atmaivo hvetmano bandhuratmaivo ripuratmano. Elevate yourself through the power of your mind and not degrade yourself, for the mind can be the friend and also the enemy of the self. Bharat Mata Ki Jai.